fucking serious?
Oh yes, excuse the swearing the other day. I thought that was funny. I joined in a social gameplay list on, I think, a Thursday night, and I heard that individual express his concerns. But it's very fitting for the intro of this video. Now, this is my first game on a Saturday morning. I just dropped my girlfriend off to work, and I quickly got this clip. Well, I had the Elgato on, as I always have it on when I'm playing Gears of War. And Pumpkin Ball was a special players event, and I found the game in no time, which was great, people. It was awesome to see that. So, I don't think the boycott really worked. I think it worked during the week, but on the weekend, it does not. So, who cares? Anyway, at the end of the day, Dave Julius is in this game. Now, for those who've been following me for a while, you know that Dave Julius and I have had a love-hate relationship. But Dave has improved. People, he has improved, but he is my Halloween nightmare. He is my Freddy. He, as you'll see in this video, is my nemesis of Nemesis. Is that? Now, see, look, the grenade should have killed him. It's so should have that shot. Didn't kill him. And, yeah. So, look, the connection was a bit funny because I just joined. I don't know if I had something else working on my Wi-Fi or connected to my router at the time. Because, like I said, just came back from my dropping off my girlfriend off to work. And so the first round was a bit glitchy. Now, peeps, as I always say this, you'll never expect fantastic gameplay on my video. You will here and there with games like COD and Titanfall 2, but when it comes to Gears, you've really got to, don't get as distracted as much as I do. I love it. I'm an average player, and I'll keep on playing it. But in this video, you'll see why Dave Julius, is my nemesis. Because there's something about him. Classic examples coming up here. Now, he knows I always go for nades, and I know that he always lances. So what does Ybot do? He goes for the nades here. And you're going to see clearly in the next few rounds what really happens and why I get on. Because one thing Dave Julius is, as a player, is a bloody good support player. He really does have his Lancer down pat. And he just did a lot of chainsawing. I have seen him use the Nashi here and there, and you'll see in this video that he does. Now, I don't want anybody to hate on Dave Julius, because I found out through friends of mine that Dave Julius is a person older than I am, and an individual that works very, very hard. He's a bricklayer. So, and I've been a labourer for bricklayers, and my brother's a bricklayer, and I can tell you this, peeps, it is one of the hardest jobs you can do on the planet. So, he ain't going to wall bounce and Nasher like us kids can. He's got to sit back and Lancer and laugh and Lancer us, and that's what Dave does, and props to him. I don't think he'd be that bad as a competitive player because he's got the lancering points really down pat. I mean, is this a shout out to Dave Julius? I think it is. I think it's a shout out to see the gearheads are still playing this game. Look at that smoke. That smoke was shocking. Like, absolutely shocking. So, I played a few games now, Pumpkin Ball. And I'm not going to lie, I've enjoyed it. It's been sweaty as. And Dodgeball is a good game type. I don't think I'll ever get to esports because, let's face it, in my view with esports, they could have changed it up a little bit. But it's just 3 rounds or 4 rounds of escalation, and as you can see, Dave Julius got Renee there. Yeah, good on you, Dave. But Dodgeball would have been one of them, but they've just all guarded. No, it's just escalation, which isn't bad. Now, to bring that up into topic, there is, an open competition in Sydney here today of Gears of War 4. I didn't want to go. I'm buggered from work. I want to save my energy, and I'm going out tonight with my lovely partner, so I don't want to be spending energy, I want to have a good night tonight, so I didn't go along to it. But on the 24th or the 23rd of November, right to the end of the month, at ESL Studios in Auburn here in Sydney, there is the professional, I think, Open League also, where you've got to pay $100 to play to get a team together in the ESL or the esports game. Now, I'm thinking of going. I'm thinking of taking the GoPro, and I'm thinking of trying to get some footage. Would you like me to go along and see that? I'll probably go on the Saturday. They're a long day event. I think from what I looked up on the sheet, they start at 10 in the morning and it goes to about 9 at night, I think, just off the top of my head. I'm very tempted to go. Auburn's not that far for me from here. I mean, it's about, half an hour, 40 minutes drive. But for Gears of War, I think it might be worth it. And I want to see what it stacks up to be like. I want to see what the game looks like on land. Because as Moo Milk and several other people have said, this game is, they made it esports orientated. But a lot of people said this game shines on land. And on competitive game modes, it's a hell of a lot of fun. And a lot of pro players have said that. When they play online, as always, as Dave Julius totally owns me there, as you can see, yes, this is Halloween. He's my Freddy. Fucking Dave Julius. Good on you for owning me. Like I said, he knew where I was going. I knew he was going to be there. But what does Ybot do? Mate, I should have just backed off with a I should have just turned my controller off and walked away, Peach, because Dave Julius, I'm gonna let you know now, he ruins me in this game. He totally owns me. So this is the first game. Okay, so don't go. Yeah, you can give me a dislike really, because the Ybot didn't really perform that great. But so I'm thinking going along to see what it's like, because I really want to see how this game is on LAN. I've never been to professional competition here in Australia on Gears of War, and I think, well, my channel is predominantly Gears, so I'm going to go there. Would you like me to go there? Would you like to see the GoPro video footage of it? I think you would. I don't know how it's going to be. It's probably going to be quite noobish here and there. I'm not, as you saw my Bali video, and when I'm on holidays, it can get a bit shaky, but I will generally show you what it's like. And I think, you know, I want to go. It's only $10 a ticket, by the way, which is cheaper than the Call of Duty ones. I've been to the Call of Duty one, Call of Duty Ghost. I was at Carriage Works here in Sydney, and I'm not going to lie, I was effing impressed. What got me into Call of Duty, more importantly, particularly after Ghost, going along to the City Strain lineup, and now Mine 3 Container Mines, and meeting some of the pro players, meeting a guy called Bundo, and meeting Fuiz, and people like that who came all the way from America just to do the call out. Seeing all of that, seeing that behind the scenes is why I understand people like Optic Hex, why it does well. The atmosphere is good, and Call of Duty Ghost, I can tell you now, is a game that should only have been played on LAN. Really, really should have. For what Call of Duty is all about, it represented the competitive gameplay and the beauty of the game to its peak. Bring it online, that's where everybody shut their poo-poo and their pants, and they just went nuts. So, shut their poo-poo, doesn't make sense. But you know what I'm talking about. So I want to see from the Gears point of view. Like I said, Gears of War 2 UE, bring it on, please, people. We you know, the Coalition, if you can definitely help us out here, do it. There's a guy called Livo who's just recently subscribed to me. He's a manager on on a Gears of War page. I'm going to link his video in the description. It goes for 24 minutes. Please watch it and comment on it and like it and see what you think. It's a very good, respectful video to the Coalition, and it really does address the issues. He has 15,000 people, I think, on his Facebook page. A lot of people are slowly watching the video, but it really gets to the nitty-gritty and the city of what the problems are with Gears of War 4. I personally believe what they should do to save themselves in the next E3 is just announce Gears of War 2 UE. If you have the season pass from the previous game, you're going to get 2 maps that nobody else can get till at least a year or so after. They've done that with COD. It works with Nuketown. And I think they should bring it with not all the maps straight away. I think, you know, a couple maps here and there to keep the vibe going, and just pretty much make it Gears of War 2. Just make it maybe open region, and as they always say, dedicated servers. Yeah, what the? I do think, on the other hand, it was good that this game is getting a 4K update. That's a problem on YouTube for everybody else, but for the average gamer who has a good monitor, as I was shooting my own play, God, I'm a noob. Like, really, man. I think I should put warning noobish gameplay in this video in the brackets, because, you know, the Gears community is quite unique here and there, and it is, and I think they're going to look at this and go, man, we're going to give this guy a dislike just for the sake so he doesn't feel so confident to upload a video like this again. But I'm doing this as a shout out to Dave Julius, my Nemesis, the guy that's been owning me, and yeah, it was a fun match. Pumpkin Ball has been fun. It brought back a bit of fun. I haven't had urge to play any other game. The next video will be, peeps, of the 1 year anniversary of Titanfall 2. How has it been after 1 year? I'm not going to lie, I find the game quicker on that than I do this, but that's because of the way they manage it here and there. Here and there. Notice I didn't shoot my own team member again. Warm up when you play Gears of War, peeps. Warm up, because if you just run in like I have, you'll notice the Nemesis play I do here. Now look, Dave Julius just got a national kill there. Look at this, Dave Julius has come back, and this is why I'm doing this video. It's more to shout out to Dave Julius. I've had problems with him as my teammate walks into the wall. But Dave Julius has totally owned me in situations like this. And it's... That was... On you, Dave. On you, Dave. Going for the clutch, DJ Kitty. So anyway, 1 year for Titanfall. That'll be the next video. Do you want to see what it's like at ESL for you? I mean, I could try and probably, I don't know if they'll let me. I could, if you want me to, I could probably try and do some live recording on my phone and stream it live to YouTube of a match from my phone. I could try and do that, see what the connection's like. I don't know if they'll let me. They're a bit funny about things like that, but I could possibly do it. If you want me to do that, Pete, I could do that and see what it's like to do as a test. I can't guarantee how it's going to be, But that could be something to try out. I could start at the beginning of the match just to show you between the two teams and see what you think. So frag and tab, good days are on you. Shout out to Dave Julius. Play Pumpkin Ball, it's really good. Let's keep it positive. Yeah.